Well, hello everyone. I'm going to do a video response for Thrifty Paper Garden. She's having a celebration of 3 different things that have happened to her in the month of March. I'm not sure about the her being on YouTube in the month of March, but she's been on YouTube 2 years, has over 600 subscribers, and also she's been on Zibit for 1 year, and March was her birthday. I thought I better do this today because this is the last day of March. I have had a lot going on, so meant to do it last week and just never got around to it. Have had her things made and wanted to get this video response. She has what I've been holding that card up is so that you can read. She's got a precious, I just enjoy her store. It's one of those kind of stores that I like to run to and see what she's got, because she has so much pretty vintage lace, and that's what I love, is that vintage lace. As you know, my YouTube name is Vintage Art Treasuries, and I do care for anything that's old, and I like antiques. I don't have a lot of expensive antiques, but I have a few. Anyway, just thought I'd let you see her card so that you'd be able to run to her store and check her out, because you never know, she's always got different things. I've ordered a bunch from her. Okay, thought I'd show you what I've made for her. This is the card for the challenge. She's having this as a challenge, and it ends April the 14th, and I'll put the link to her challenge into the description box so that you can run and check her out. You still have some time, so you have a little time to do it. Anyway, this is the tag that I had made, and since she's into gardening, I thought, well, this would be cute, and I did it in kind of like a 3D. Everything's kind of set up. Did a little stamping on it. Just fixed it up with some old vintage lace and some flowers, and cut a little hat in half and cut a little basket in half, put a little butterfly on it. I hope Julie likes this, because she says she's likes the word bloom, and I thought, yes, we are to bloom where we're planted, and sometimes in different states, sometimes in different counties, just all over the world we're planted sometimes. And I just wanted to say God is good to let us grow where we're planted. And I love flowers. I'm working in my flower beds right now. Anyway, the back of the tag is just fixed with some scrapbook paper, and I have my information in a little pocket. So this is for her. And see if I can get it in focus, show it a little better. All right, then I didn't stop there. I made her another tag. Fixed it with a little vintage lady. I know she likes vintage too, and I did it with some laces. Some of it is vintage. I think most of it is, and then a little seam binding on it. Did a little crocheted flower up here. I thought this turned out really pretty. I love this vintage. Of course, y'all have seen me do the pictures, but I'm not sure exactly where I got this print, but I got it off of the internet somewhere, and I think it was off of Pinterest, and I printed it off, and I use it quite a bit because I happen to like this one real well. And this paper, scrapbook paper, is so pretty that I put with it. Just went with that because it's like the flower garden. Also, I made her another tag. Didn't just stop on that one. I never know how to stop sometimes. This one here is got some little vintage, I would call them vintage. I don't know, they may not be vintage. But anyway, there's some little applique flowers that she has in her store. I have bought some. She's gifted me with some. And who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? And that's Proverbs 31:10. And I put a little heart ruby bling here. And don't remember where I printed this, but I've had it printed for years. I've got a bunch of them, and I stained this one up and added it to this little tag. Then I also fixed her up a little fun stuff. Don't know whether she does journals or not, but in here she'll find stuff she can use in her cards, including a little bag for it to all go in. But I wanted, before I got finished, I wanted to show you what some of the things that I have purchased from her. These are some little appliques, which I'm going to use in my snippets and on my flowers. I think they're just beautiful. Got those little birds from her. I love little doves, and that has a very special meaning in my life. And one day I might tell y'all all about it. My daughter had a fit over this when she came over and saw it, Julie. She said, "Oh, Mother, that's too pretty to take apart." I bought it to cut apart. I saw where somebody had purchased this and used it as leaves, and it is beautiful, Julie. I'm glad I bought this one. And I saw these earlier on. Somebody else had bought them, and I purchased this one because I thought, oh, it's so pretty and be pretty and springy. And but it is beautiful how you fixed them. You are so great with your laces. And look at this lace. Isn't that so pretty? It'll be something I can cut apart. And also, this is some of her vintage lace. Beautiful, Julie. I just love every bit of it, and I'm sure y'all will too. She's such has all of her laces are so pretty. Purchased this one. Isn't that just beautiful? Isn't that just gorgeous? I think she gets a lot of these off of old curtains. I'm not sure about this one, but she could have purchased it, but she cuts a lot of her things up, and that's why I like her store so well. And she always sends such special little cards and handwritten, a thank you card for purchasing from her. And I always think that is so sweet. And I purchased these, and I think I got the last amount. I think I saw somebody else had cut these off of a curtain. And, of course, I didn't have the curtain, so I wanted them. And I'm already trimming them apart. So, Julie, see what I'm going to use them for? They're going to be really pretty to use on cards or in my books. Anyway, I purchased quite a few of them, and I had to go back and purchase some more of this, and I'm not sure she has any more, but this is just gorgeous, y'all. This was so pretty. Just loved it. My mother loved those old lace curtains, so I guess this takes me back in time. I have lace curtains all over my house, but mine are more of this day and style, the vintage style, but the old curtains were absolutely gorgeous. Just loved the ones, and I used to like when we had to take them down and wash them because we'd have to stretch them. Back in those days, you couldn't just hang them up to dry. They'd have to be put on stretchers, and we'd do our curtains up. Mother had just beautiful curtains. This little pink, I think she got this at a resale shop on a little dress and cut it up. Isn't that just gorgeous, y'all? Just love it. It'll be so pretty. I can either cut it apart or whatever. Anyway, also want to show you some of this. These are little appliques. I'm sure she cut them off of something because you can see where some of the other parts were left. Oh, Julie, they're so pretty. I just love them. And let's see. Here's another piece of that beautiful curtain lace, I'm sure, because this just takes me back. I guarantee you. Those curtains that used to hang in our house. My home place was, when I lived there, was probably over 100 years old. My daddy had purchased my mother's old home place, and they had remodeled it, and oh, it had those beautiful high windows, and Mother would keep the curtains so pretty and lacy, and they were just, she always liked her windows to be open looking, so the lace curtains were so beautiful. And of course her house was fixed up in the old-fashioned. I grew up old-fashioned, y'all. I loved it. Loved every second of it. The dinner table where we all sat and ate. Well, Julie, I'm so glad that you're being able to celebrate all of this, and I want y'all to thank y'all for stopping by and visiting with me and all my other stuff. I've got a couple of other things that I'm going to show and some of my projects I've been doing. So just wanted to do this quickly, and hopefully I have done it quickly. Julie, have a happy birthday. I'm sure you've already had your birthday, but I pray it was a good birthday. And like I tell y'all all, stay safe in Jesus and have a wonderful day, whatever time you watch this, day or night. And I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.